Hello, my lovelies. Couples in separation, this one's going to be for you. So we're going to look at a couple of different things for you and see if we can get you some answers on your situation. So let's see. What are my couples in situationships, that applies to, dealing with at this time? What are your strengths? Focusing on your career, focusing on building your empire, practical matters, being grounded. Maybe you're going to be a mentor for other people. What's funny is they're drawing me to the serpent in this card. So if you look up here, there's a serpent. He's kind of coiled around her, and it makes me think of like Eve in the garden. So I feel like, oh, and the coin that she's holding has some sort of like bee or something on it. So bees are a symbol of miracles. And I feel like Spirit's trying to show you that, truthfully, your separation can actually protect you from snakes. It can protect you from people who really aren't in great energy to begin with. And so look at it as kind of a blessing that Spirit's trying to kind of cloak you in this protection so that the snakes can't harm you. And so the separation is actually protection for you. It also allows you to work through issues that you're dealing with. It allows that other person to do the same thing. And hopefully you can both heal and recognize what your strengths are in order to go forward with or without that person. What are the weaknesses that the couples in separation are facing? Confidence. So I feel like this person could have really kind of done a number on your confidence. There could be, ego death that you might be dealing with. I feel like this is also telling you that it's time to kind of get back out there and shine your light and be you, and that you're going to find your independence, you're going to find your confidence, you're going to command a lot of attention as a result. Why? Because you're going to have a glow up. You're going to work on you in the interim of this separation, and you're going to emerge transformed, this brand new creature that the world is like, we love them. What's going on with so-and-so? That's something that I feel like is changing for you. So how do you make this progress? How do you get from the snake to something better? You got to let that door close. It's a cycle, right? So we're going to let the cycle close and get hiccups for confirmation that's trying to come to the surface. So I feel like there's something that's really drastically changing within you. And I feel like part of this is needing to let go of things that don't serve your highest good, no matter what that happens to be. Friendships, jobs, relationships, partnerships. If this person has just kept you waiting for months and months on end and there's no contact whatsoever, work on you. Let that situation be and focus your energy on you, something that you need to focus on anyway. All right, so your current situation tells you that you're going to have to pick a path. Which direction do you want to go? If you go down one path, one thing might happen. If you go down another, you might have totally different results. But you have to start thinking about what your future looks like with or without this person you're in separation from, and decide what you want to do going forward. All right, so what is the obstacle that they're facing at this time? Loving themselves unconditionally. So again, self-love and self-care, that's going to be a big thing for you going forwards. I feel like you could also, while you're separate from this person, be meeting somebody totally different. And the King of Cups is who I refer to as the ideal father figure. He's nurturing, he's loyal, he's empathetic, he's tuned into spirit. He's somebody who is protective, but he's also somebody who, he has the backbone. So he's got like all the right moves. He's nurturing, but he's protective. He's an all-around good guy. What is crazy, I love it when Spirit has synchronicities. So we've got a serpent here, and this is a water serpent or a water dragon. Interesting. So I feel like there could be similarities, and that could give you a little bit of caution, but I do feel like the King of Cups would be much better suited for you. He's somebody who really knows what he wants. He's not afraid to go after it, but he's also nurturing and compassionate. So it might be something that you've been lacking this whole time. All right, the advice that you need to know about your situation. Yes, so we have good fortune coming to us. I love that. So the Wheel of Fortune says that fate and destiny have conspired to help you, and that they are bestowing upon you some sort of good luck or good fortune. So that could be money coming into you, especially if you've been in a place of lack. It could be a string of good luck where things have been really upside down. It's like everything starts to turn in your favor. So allow these changes to happen for the better. All right, your current situation. What else do you need to know? You need boundaries going forward. So once this cycle finally closes out for good, remember, you're going to put up a wall of protection, not a wall so high no one can get through it, but boundaries. So draw that line in the sand. What are some deal breakers that you're not going to stand for any longer? And what are some things that you really need in a relationship for it to be healthy and reciprocal? Because I feel like you've dealt with a lot of snakes, liars, cheaters, thieves, manipulators, and untrustworthy people, and that is not what you desire going forward. All right, so the action that you need to take to get to this new beginning. You need to plan or set some goals for the future, right? How the fuck do you get there? Well, you've got to have a goal in mind to achieve it. And then what are the steps you need to take to get there? So you're going to work on you in the meantime. You're going to build up your confidence. You're going to go through a transformation. You're going to let your light shine. You're going to pick a path that works best for you, this other person aside. And if they do their work and they get on board and they come back and things are better, great. But if they don't, you're going to be okay all on your own, and you might be meeting somebody new. So the outcome for this. All right, so get creative. I feel like you need to embrace your passions. I feel like you also need to maybe focus your energy on things that are a little more tangible, things you can actually have some control over. But I feel like you need to be able to almost unleash the positive side of things and go after what makes you happy. And so by doing that, it's also going to help you to build up your confidence. And then people are going to start to be like, hey, what's going on over there with that person? I'm intrigued. What's happening? So you do you right now, and that's going to be an important lesson. And I do feel like there is communication. So could be a new person, it could be a past person, but you decide, who do you want to be with? All right, so we're going to add to this reading. So we're going to see what is your role in this situation, because we all play a part, right? So what is your role? Conflict and chaos. That's no good. We got to go towards peace, right? Are you the problem? And I'm not calling anyone out, but I'm calling you out, okay? Like, are you really the problem? Are you an instigator? Is there drama everywhere you go? What's the common denominator? If it's you, well, then you need to work on some things, right? I'll tell you from my own personal experience, I got a mouth on me, okay? And there's a lot of times anymore that if I see something that's really wrong, I ain't gonna hold back. I'm not gonna bite my tongue. I'm just gonna fucking tell you the truth as I see it. And that stirs the pot, right? So don't do that if you can help it. But if there's conflict and chaos and you're always at the center of it, sometimes we got to point the finger at ourselves and go, all right, I got to quit that shit. I got to knock that off. What is their role in this situation? They might just want to be a single independent person. They might be really carefree, free-spirited. Maybe they don't want commitment. And you can't force that on somebody, right? If they don't want to be with you, well then fuck them. They ain't your person. Move on. It's okay. Just leave them in the dust like they did you. Leave them on red. Give them a taste of their own fucking medicine and see how they like it. All right. What's going on with the relationship as a whole? Ooh, the Empress. So I feel like they thought that you were their person. Maybe they still do, but I feel like there's some sort of immaturity here that one or the other of you just cannot get your shit together to make this happen. So it's not the right timing or it's not the right person. And either way, you're going to go start to work on things and nurture you. You're going to take good care of you. There could be some pregnancy announcements, you or other people around you. I feel like the Empress is always telling us we need to embrace compassion and the softer side of things. We need to nurture the things we want to grow, and that we've got to take really good care of ourselves going forward, right? And the Empress doesn't settle for peasants. So we can't settle for less than what we know we need, because then we're doing a disservice to ourselves anyway. And then what was all this hard work for? Right? What was it fucking for? Nothing. Because if you don't learn the lesson, it's going to be a continuous cycle, and Spirit's trying to show you, no. We're going to go take you in a new direction, but you got to put forth the effort and the work to fucking get there. So do the work. Get there. All right. So what do you want? Options? You want options? You might have options. It does look like there are more than one option coming in for you. But again, we have this theme here of a fucking snake. So you've got to see the truth for what it is. Is this person good for you, or are they a dirtbag? Are they a wolf in sheep's clothing? Are they a fucking snake? You don't want those in your future, right? We're closing those cycles of toxicity because it's no good for us. And they're yucky. We don't want them. So we want to choose wisely. So remember, everything that glitters isn't gold. Something is not quite as it appears. Get to the bottom of it. Don't jump in head first. You might get bit, right? So be cautious of the snakes. All right, so what do they want going forward? They want to be free and single. They have no desire to fucking commit to you. I feel like this person is playing fucking head games. I feel like this person is, you know, kind of narcissistic, somebody who really is just all about them. They don't care if they hurt people in their past. They don't care if they're, you know, using people. They just want to go do them. So let them, but it doesn't have to be with you at your expense. All right, so what is the direction of this relationship? What is the direction of the relationship? Yeah, you're going solo too, but you're going to be quite successful. So let them, you know, let them go in their own direction. Hold the door open and don't let it hit you where the good Lord splits you, right? Like, let them walk out of your fucking life, because you're about to be on top of your game. You're about to get some sort of like major success, some turnaround, especially in your career and your finances. And then guess what? You're sitting pretty. She ain't concerned about nothing. She's got her pentacles, she's got her empire, and she built it herself, which means nobody's dusty, crusty ex is gonna go, well, you wouldn't have that if it weren't for me. No, bitch, I built all that shit by my fucking self. It's mine. I did that shit. So you could take your little pity party on over there, and you could stay on over there, because she's gonna do her. And I feel like she's not gonna just settle for anybody that comes into her life at this point. She's ready for like the right one, and she knows she's gonna be good with herself until that right one actually comes into her life. So that's important. All right, so what is gonna bring you together with this right person? What brings you together? Oh, romance. All right, so this person could be a little younger than you, doesn't have to be, but the Knight of Cups is seen as the knight in shining armor. So he's romantic, he's chivalrous, he brings meaningful gifts, might even be like old-fashioned love letters, picnics, things like that. But he desires a genuine connection. Like, that's what he's looking for. And he also doesn't want to settle. He knows that he wants something real. And so he's willing to invest in the right person. Ding, 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 we have a winner here, right? So we've got to get out of our head and stop overthinking this, because we need to heal from all this pain and heartbreak to get to somebody who's actually worth this shit. So what is pulling you apart from the person in separation? What pulls you apart? Confidence. Okay, so I feel like this person could be in a leadership position. The King of Wands is usually somebody who's like an entrepreneur, somebody who's maybe in the limelight, somebody who, like, he's got a lot going on, okay, because he's super busy. He's more goal focused on things like work and building an empire and stuff like that, which is funny because that's what you're going towards as well. So I feel like this person could help you, but there's something going on with his confidence, right? So we could be dealing with a Leo. There's a lion there on the card, but it's fire sign energy. So Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. And I feel like this person, I feel like they're going through like a major reckoning of their own. And I feel like they don't quite know how to come forward and approach the situation, because they are going to somehow see that you are transforming, that you're doing well on your own. And so then it's like, do I make a move? Do I go forward, or do I just sit back and watch this happen? And I feel like part of that is their own doing. So if this is somebody that you've separated from and you're starting to do well, this person may try and come back and try and, you know, make a last ditch effort, like, hey, how you been, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think that this person actually wants commitment. I feel like they just want to see, like, can they weasel their way back into your life? So you need boundaries. All right, so what needs your attention in this situation? What needs your attention? You need to shift your perspective, okay? Because you are keeping yourself stuck in a pattern of overthinking. You're also in a pattern of heartbreak and pain, and those things have to end in order for it to actually transform. So show them what the outcome is, Spirit. What is the outcome? Yes, love it. Okay, So we have new love that's coming in, right? We have the Knight of Cups out here. So some new love is coming in. You're going to have multiple options. Again, you could be having somebody that resurfaces that wants a second chance. You're focused on your money right now, and you should be. You want to be this boss, badass bitch. All right, well, get a move on. Get working on your shit. Leave the past behind. Leave the conflict and chaos because you don't need it. You need to go towards calm and peace. And honey, you're going to be ultra successful. You're going to have everything that you could ever want, and you built it yourself. So you could have both. You could have love and money. Just choose wisely. I feel like focusing on this is going to actually bring you what you need. It's going to bring you that independence. And son of a gun, look who came out, the Emperor. So you could be having somebody that comes in. Wow. Okay, I'm going to show you all of these. Holy cow, it's like half the deck, but whatever. All right, so we do have an Emperor that's trying to come in. So divine counterparts, because what did we have? We had the Empress. So that's a match, okay? So we have a pair here. And this person could literally offer you the world, like anything that you fucking desire. But are you going to take a leap of faith away from this other person? Are you going to go towards a wish fulfillment that's actually fulfilling, or are you going to stay trapped in the past? That's a choice you have to make. Your happiness can give you everything that you could ever want, right? You could have a fresh start, a do-over, accomplishments, joy, freedom, marriage, all the good stuff, but that requires change. And some of that change kind of sucks. So are you willing to change on your own, or do you need a tower moment to wreck your whole fucking world? Because Spirit will oblige you if they need to. You can make a decision, but you got to see things clearly, take off the blindfold, and go in a direction that leads to your happiness. This is a meaningful connection. You have the Sun out here. You have the Ten of Cups. You have the Emperor and the Empress. That tells you if you leave this situation where it is and you go forward and you chase your dreams and your goals, this happiness will fucking find you. But remember, we've got a snake. So that toxicity is going to fucking creep up on you. You have to squash that. You have to cut it off. So nothing that is codependent, nothing with strings attached, nothing that is toxic. We are saying no to that, and we are reclaiming our power, and we are making some forward progress, and it happens quickly. And oh damn, we got another pair. Somebody who is equally yoked with you, somebody who actually will match your energy. This person is also working on them. This person is also building an empire. This person is trustworthy, loyal, grounded, and somebody who knows that slow and steady wins the race to get there. And I feel like this person sees you as an equal match as well. You have choices to make. Do you want to stay stuck in this nasty, stagnant energy that's toxic, or do you choose your ultimate happiness? The choice is always yours.